searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else.
Neo, we need backup.
Hey, gaming in good guitar portal. Yeah, I guess so. Get the ramen. Just threw away a bunch of food. Snake loves his rats. I haven't experimented too much with the soldier's AI in this game, but it seems like they do a lot of quirky things, so I bet it would be fun to set up traps and stuff like that. I probably haven't taken advantage of most of what this game has to offer. I've only played through the campaign. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Nice. Glad I looked over there. Hey, player 2, what's up?
Snake, are you there?
Eva, where are you?
In the fortress, in Groznygrad. Dr. Sokolov is here too.
Is he all right?
He's fine. Right now he's busy putting the finishing touches on the Shagohod.
Good. That means they haven't killed him.
Not yet anyway, but you better hurry. They've already finished the Phase 2 tests. Once the final preparations are complete, they'll have no more use
It looks
for
a
him.
little bit more
The Colonel won't
advanced
have
than
any qualms about killing
1960s
him if he
tech,
thinks the CIA
but I'll
is
buy it.
closing in.
Eva, you can't let Sokolov out of your sight.
I know. Snake, do you know where Groznygrad is?
Grannon told me that I should be able to get there from the mountains to the north, through an underground tunnel.
Grannon told you?
Yeah, he even gave me the key to the warehouse.
Why?
Because he was drunk, I guess.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hell if I know.
Snake, there's one problem with that route.
What problem?
That
The
game
main
seems like
entrance to
such
the
a good
underground tunnel
idea.
that leads to the fortress is sealed. You need a key to get in.
I'm surprised at its
Key?
execution.
What about the key Grannon gave me?
That key won't work. But don't worry, I'll figure something out. I have an idea. There are some ruins at the top of the mountains. Meet me there.
The top of the mountains. Got it.
Wait, there's something else I've got to tell you.
Now what?
I heard that one of the Cobras is waiting for you in the jungle at the foot of the mountains. He's a
Still
legendary
can't
sniper
believe that's
called
the same voice
A.
as the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I've seen him before. That ridiculously old guy, right?
Don't underestimate him. He's known as the father of modern sniping.
Is he alone?
Do you know what
No
season of the
spotter?
show that
None.
game goes
He's
up
all
to?
by himself. Apparently, he doesn't need a spotter.
You can't be serious.
The entire forest is on his side.
The forest?
Stay alert.
Yeah, I'd hate to have it be the end for me.
Yeah, she voiced Ariel. They kept it a secret for a long time. They recently revealed it. It's crazy. Yeah, because that game even had their likenesses, and you know they probably paid a fortune to have that. And like I said, it's a really good idea. I can't believe they executed it that way. I hope the game's still fun, despite like it looking like an older game. Because I've played games that were really awesome that had simple graphics. Probably because Disney wanted them to. They didn't want to associate themselves with Metal Gear. That's the only thing I can think of. For the longest time, I thought it was like just the same person that voiced Meryl, unless that's the same actor too. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Because you know, Konami would all about being advertising that. That'd probably get them more sales. I miss the automatic camouflage from Metal Gear Solid 4. I liked the little sound that it made every time it changed. Yeah, they just sound similar. The only actor's name I know offhand by heart is like David Hayter. He just voices Snake because he's like in all the interviews and everything. Surprisingly, not a lot of interviews of the other actors.
Something there?
No. ADD strikes again.
I must be seeing things.
Glad he has it too.
The enemy! He's here! What the? Who's that? Who's that? Radio! Where's our backup?
I screwed up.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Come on, just get rid of me, man. Takes them forever to kill you. One thing I wish this game had is like a restart at checkpoint option. Sometimes you can do a better run. And then you start doing good, so you're like, oh, maybe I'll keep this life. And then the debating wastes even more time. Good times. Let me make sure it's the right gun, because last time I accidentally hit him. The real gun. Using the old sonar. In a game with high-tech tanks, I'm still using sonar. Well, this area looks fun and exciting. Make sure I get my magazine. Make sure Thumper has his day. This is where I just came out from, right? Thought I heard hornets. Well, that was unexpected. I wish I would have known about that trap earlier when I was trying to restart the game. I was close. My color blindness kind of makes this game a little bit harder. Because green and red are the colors I have trouble distinguishing depending on the hue.
The enemy! He's here!
I don't know if I have any. I'll eat a tree frog instead. Apparently he's not a fan. Rabbit?
Pretty tasty.
Let me look at the map so I don't get disoriented again. I'm like Marcus Brody, I'd get lost in my own museum.
What the? I'm just seeing things.
Yeah, you saw nothing. Thought I got everybody. Oops, I didn't use the tranquilizer gun. Works the same. Just when he doesn't wake up. Speaking of which, you need a new suppressor. Guess I gotta use up the old one first. I need to actually keep an eye out for snakes and stuff like that. Because I do need stuff to keep my stamina up. This particular area doesn't seem to have a lot of wildlife. That wasn't a good sound. It just sounded like a trap was activated. I hear walking. Why is this thing not picking anything up? What is this range, like 3 feet? My negative 2% camouflage. Just worked really well in that one area, I guess. No shit. Having trouble seeing those traps. I'm guessing that's what that is. I'm getting paranoid of where to walk. I don't think I have the capacity to be quiet. Between falling in traps and accidentally shooting the wrong guns. I'm so scared to walk on anything that doesn't look like moss. Because I honestly am having trouble identifying where the traps are. Was that right in the eyeball? I hope so. I'm glad they keep giving me grenades, the one thing I haven't used throughout the entire game. Okay, that looks like that could be a trap. I'm guessing. That was close. There's a tripwire over there. I actually can see that fairly well. Funny how things work. Always wanted to try those colorblind glasses. I know they don't cure color blindness, but they're supposed to like make the colors you can't see pop out really well. I just want to try them just to see what they would look like. Wonder if you can get prescription lenses with them in it. Make sure we're going the right way now. Because MD Max 09 is known for going the wrong way. It's kind of his signature. Yeah, it would also be interesting to look at like artwork that I've done over the years, movies that I know really well. I mean, it could make everything feel new. And even with games, I wonder if it would improve like skill in certain things, like being able to see these enemies through the grass easier and stupid things like that.
I
Because I
beg
dislike the
you,
colorblind modes they put in
grant me
games.
the strength
They always
to
make
take
everything these
this
super weird
final
colors.
prey. Let me linger in this world just a little longer. I have already slept enough for one lifetime. Enough for an eternity.
I think Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 are easier just because everything's not just green. Same with Metal Gear Solid 4. It kind of has a different color palette.
For waking me. If you hadn't shown up, my sleep would have been eternal. Do you hear me, Snake? I am the end. I am here to send you to your ultimate.
I think on PlayStation 2 with this boss, you actually could set your clock forward and he would actually die over a certain amount of time.
Eva, I found that sniper you were talking about.
That's the end. He's a legend.
Of course, the picture
The father
with
of
her
science.
profile info is a
Guns started
picture with her
sneaking into urban
boobs
and
hanging
rural
out.
environments.
What about the forest?
Never.
Yeah,
I see.
everything pops more in that game.
Is divided into 3 areas: a river, a plateau, and a clearing. He
I
should be
streamed the
working lawfully in
first
one
half of the
those
game.
Sounds
Still need to
like it's
finish the
being
other
taken
half.
well.
And then I
Being
finished the
tested in
first
the woods.
Metal Gear on
Be
this
careful, though.
collection.
From what I've heard, the end has an
Slowly
almost
working my way
supernatural
through.
knack for camouflaging himself.
So, whoever moves first loses. This guy's over 100 years old, though, so I should have the advantage in terms of stamina.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you.
Why's that?
I've heard that his body is photosynthetic. like a plant.
What is he, some kind of monster?
On top of that, he can speak to the forest,
Have
too.
you seen his
So in
little
other
eye
words, he
thing?
knows it inside out.
Uh-huh. But he doesn't know you. I'm sure you can beat him.
Don't worry. I intend to.
Let's get you some actual functioning camouflage. Snake's gotta eat too.
Ah, pretty tasty. Ah, I've had enough.
One more rat for good luck.
Pretty tasty.
Oh, push the wrong button, dang it. That was stupid.
We're just getting started.
I got excited and pushed the trigger like a first-person shooter. I'm not supposed to push square. And get this trinkle out of my head. It depends on the hue. Sometimes red looks red, and sometimes red looks brown. Red doesn't look purple to me at all. Purple is a color I actually have trouble seeing, because sometimes I can't pick up on the red, and then purple looks blue to me.
No match for my
Yeah, it's kind of complicated to explain, especially if you're used to seeing a certain way your whole life and you're just guessing what other people see as normal. And then like for instance, green can look close to brown depending on how dark it is, and then depending on how light it is, it can look yellow to me. So as you can see, like colors that use combinations can be troublesome. So it's kind of complicated to explain. So yeah, red and green can mean more than one color, but it has to have like those colors in it to make it hard to pick up on, or sometimes it blends in with other colors. That makes sense. Wonder if I have to restart this area. Wonder if they have any hints I didn't think of. I'm pretty sure you have to use that boom mic, but let me just make sure.
Snake, the End is a veteran sniper. He's hiding somewhere in those woods, waiting for you to appear. If he sees you, he'll shoot without hesitation. Make your way through the
No,
woods,
not
hiding
really.
along the way, and watch out for signs of the End. Anticipate his movements, and come up on his side or get behind him for a chance to
It's
fire.
just either the two I
Be
mentioned are
careful, the
colors
End uses a
that have
special
those
kind of
colors mixed
tranquilizer
in
round.
with it, and it depends on the
If he
hue.
shoots you
Because
with
I
one of
can
those
see red and
tranquilizer rounds,
green.
you'll start to lose
It just
stamina
depends on
fast.
what shade.
When your stamina gauge reaches 0, you'll pass out.
Like for instance,
If you're hit by a tranquilizer round,
like
go into the survival viewer right away and treat
like
the
I said,
wound.
purple
Use your
can look
knife to
blue
do
to
that
me
for
because I
now.
can't pick up on the shade of
If you
red.
run out of
And the same
stamina,
thing with
it's all
pink.
over.
It can look
Make
baby
sure you
blue to
keep your
me if I
stamina
can't
up
pick up
by
on the
hunting
red.
for food on a regular basis. This battle will be a long, grueling sniper duel. But don't let your guard down, not even for a single moment.
Socroviano Forest is a big place. It's times like this that the map function in the survival viewer can be your best friend. Not only does it show you the terrain and the places you've been, but you can also use it to figure out which locations the End has chosen for his sniping positions. Learn the terrain and try to catch the End off guard from behind.
Got it. So I guess that's what those circles are. I think this is worthless in the rain. I hear snoring. Oh, it's okay. I actually get asked that a lot. I'm kind of used to it, but I'd probably be curious too. Kind of like how I'm curious what everybody else sees. I remember I had this one Freddy action figure and I couldn't even see the stripes on his sweater. It just looked like one shade of red to me. Good, it stopped raining. Hopefully I can hear him now. Let me make sure I'm not going to run off the level. I know some people like this boss fight, but this one's pretty tedious to me. But maybe it's just because I don't know a trick or something. Yeah, I haven't finished this game like in 10 years, so even if I knew then, I forgot it now. And that was the PlayStation 3 version. The time before that was actually on the PlayStation 2. It's kind of video gamey how the directional mic works. Like you think it'd be able to pick up something. Oh, he seems to be out of breath because he's making noise now. And I don't think I can reach that high. Try to zoom in more. Looks like Snake needs a drink. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 was the only one that came to Xbox. But Xbox was the first one to get Subsistence that had Snake Tails in it, which was additional content. Also had VR missions, which was also added to the game. So it was a more complete version. And then they never released Subsistence 3, which is basically this version on Xbox for some reason. But I think when this game came out, Microsoft basically had already given up on the Xbox for the most part. Microsoft has a bad habit of banning their consoles earlier than the other companies. I'm pretty sure, like, if this came out on Xbox, I would have just got the Xbox version because back then I had both consoles. And I just assumed, like, all the ports would be better on Xbox. I mean, it was a significantly more powerful system than, like, the PlayStation 2. It's crazy that the system could even handle this game or GTA San Andreas. Especially when you look back at the launch games. Although Metal Gear Solid 2 holds up really, really well and actually runs at 60 frames per second, which is kind of wild for the time, considering the graphics it was putting out. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I remember seeing the trailer. I was thinking they were announcing a new system, and it's like, nope, PlayStation 2. And like I had never seen foliage like this on PlayStation 2 in any game. Like usually it was just a ground with a grass texture. I remember the first trailer made this game look like it was like a tribute to Rambo. God, love that mangrove crab with a hint of rat.
Pretty tasty.
If only that was a frozen dinner. Yeah, PS2 had those pressure sensitive buttons that actually worked really well for the GTA games. Even for these games as well. Like in the original versions, depending on how hard you pushed the square button was when you actually aimed your gun and when you would like release aiming down the sights. Like everything was done with pressure. It is kind of weird in the newer versions to actually have to click different buttons because the PS3 had pressure sensitive buttons too. So the controls on this are a little bit different. It's probably close to whatever it was like on the Xbox 360 version. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about the pressure sensitive buttons. They did away with it on PS4. Like there aren't a lot of games, but there are a lot of games that can't be just ported over to the PS4 because of that. Because they have to find some workaround and actually evolve the code to the game. Or not evolve, but adapt the code to work with the game and the system that it's on. It's always quiet after he gets shot. Part of me's hoping he's just dead somewhere. That sounds really morbid, but it's a fictional character, so it's okay. I think that's the rule anyway. No. They got me with a first blood trap. Yeah, I think he moves every time he shoots. He's got to save all that energy so he can do his little run.
Call yourself a son.
No, I was being stupid is what I was doing. Oh, let me pull this tranquilizer out of my head. So weird. It's really funny when you actually see it spoken out. That's what I'm wanting to do. There's no better options. Wish this boom mic was a little bit more effective. Yeah, I remember that. There's workarounds, but I'm trying to do it the normal way. The sad part is he doesn't even take that many hits. Kojima and his eccentric games. I still need to finish Death Stranding. Probably still haven't finished the first one when the second game comes out. Yeah, I think I actually saw some. I heard they weren't very good though. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It's like the 1960s version of a Cliff Bar. I'm guessing you're pretty familiar with the series overall. You know a lot of the trivia and stuff. I remember back in the day having an issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly and obsessing over all the Metal Gear articles, especially when Metal Gear Solid 2 was being made. I don't know how they kept writing a secret. I really don't. No. Probably gonna have to soon. This battle's lasted so long, he's gonna start getting the shakes again. I can't see anything. No. I know. I heard you. Now I got a tranquilizer in my head. Why is the rat seems to be more satisfying for him? What's up, Faye? Why are you always getting stuck? I hear breathing, but I can't see anything. Okay. So bad he fell asleep. That is important. He also has a hell of an immune system. He's got that rocky immune system where raw eggs don't bother him one bit. You can eat brownie mix without thinking twice about it, even if it's raw.
Where's
I was reading the comments and he was right behind me. That's frustrating and funny at the same time. The comments are on my phone, so I had to look down. I looked up. He was right behind me and low-key startled me. Yeah, he does sound like he smokes 4 packs of cigarettes a day. But I feel like, judging from his age, he's basically on life support. So, yeah, makes sense. I was saying earlier, I think you can actually win this boss battle, at least on the PlayStation 2 version, by setting your clock ahead, and he actually dies when you come to this part. So this you don't even have to do the boss battle. I don't know if that works on any of the HD versions though. This wheezing is actually kind of unnerving, not gonna lie. No, I was looking at the comments. That's why I said it startled me. I looked up and he was there. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. It happened before I could respond. I have like an ottoman right in front of me with my phone on. I'm trying to avoid the PlayStation chat overlay keeps on repeating itself over and over again. And like blocking like 1/3 of the screen. I feel like last time I fought him, it didn't take long though. Must have forgot a trick or something. Or maybe it just went smoother, who knows. Maybe unlike Snake, age has slowed me down. Doesn't seem to be affecting the end too much though. In a weird way, it kind of makes sense. Speaking of which, this man is draining all my stamina. I'm glad that they put a crap ton of food down here. Okay, where's Wheezy so I can move on with my life? Oh, you're good. Sometimes I forget, so I have to double check. Beside 4, this is the one I probably finished the least amount, so I'm familiar with it from like 10 years ago, but in some ways it almost feels like a new game because it's been so long. So I apologize if I'm like not on point like professional players. The good news is I'm very confident that I can finish the game. If it takes 20 years, who knows? Might as well. Well, don't feel obligated, but I appreciate it. Hopefully the other boss battles won't take this long. If he's up there, I cannot see anything.
Mighty forest, lend me your strength.
Oh no, he's healing.
Ready for... There. What's the matter? I'm over here.
I know.
Good, good.
Did he not run? Okay. Bye, Nightmare. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't get anywhere. Where's my little container? I'm so colorblind, everything just blends in. No.
Ah, hey, this works.
Where is this man? He's gonna end up shooting me and startling the crap out of me.
You stick out. Started.
sworn I just heard him. Did he move it again? Yeah, slowly but surely. Let's hope so. I already feel bad how much of this video I spent on this boss fight, but it's a learning experience, I guess. I can share it with you all. And if you ever feel bad about your gameplay, you can just watch mine to feel better about yours. All right, I just want to hear this man's breathing. I don't know. This is the weirdest statement I've said yet. Hope old man's asthma starts kicking in or something. Yeah, like that Cuphead demo. That was really depressing. They couldn't even beat the tutorial. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words. I'm just rusty because, like I said, it's been like a decade. Also, by design, Kojima wanted this fight to last forever. I thought that little item box over there was the guy. Yeah, I don't even know what the game is like on that difficulty. I never felt the need to lower it. Even if there's something challenging in pretty much all the Metal Gear Solid games, I feel like with enough effort you could get through it. Nothing felt like impossible, like at any skill level, as long as like you put the time in to learn everything. You must be moving around. I feel like I've scanned the whole area. Surprised he hasn't fallen asleep by now.
You sticker. Sore thumb.
Yeah, that seems pretty cool, like if you already played through the game once. Although I feel like you would be missing out on most of the game's experience with those modes.
Forest.
Thankfully it's over.
The boss would be proud of you. The time has come for a younger generation to rise.
Thanks for all your help, Hanged Wyatt, man.
I've been wandering for more than a century, and now my journey comes to a close. What a splendid way to end it all. I have no regrets. I can return to the Forum.
It was a bit much with the dentures. Sure, since it's already over. I just didn't want anything like that as I was playing because I just wanted to do it the normal way. I miss after the original Metal Gear Solid, like how every boss had like a story about their lives and all that stuff. It kind of ended after that game. You kind of got the story before you fought the characters, but like not from the characters themselves usually. I kind of miss that aspect from the first Metal Gear Solid. Even though it's made fun of a lot, like every character had a monologue before they died. Let me save here as well. Make sure I heal everything. All my food and stuff is gonna go bad anyway.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah, I could see the glare on his scope sometimes. Like again, as when I was talking to Nightmare, part of it is because I'm colorblind, he blends in even more, sadly. But yeah, the scope was actually one of the main things I saw when actually looking for them. Because I actually had trouble seeing them even with the sniper rifle scope, with all the green and everything.
Do you want to save?
Yeah, I remember something about the parrot. Yeah, I tried the thermal goggles, but they were kind of hard for me to see. Uh, like if they were like the red ones from Metal Gear Solid, they would have worked better for me with my color blindness and stuff like that. But the ones with the yellow and the white are kind of hard for me to see. But got the job done. I guess that's what all that matters. But I appreciate the tip. So maybe if I plan on doing a proper video or a second
Have you heard of
playthrough, I
those
actually
moving
can
outer
get through
space?
it easier.
Yeah, you told me already.
So this astronomer sees a
I just
movie,
want to
but it's
try it
really an
like I
alien
was doing it
spaceship.
for the first time
And the
again.
aliens start replacing the townspeople with clones and forcing them to help repair the ship.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were
That's
joking about that
quite
or not,
realistic.
I've got all
about the Konami code, but that's actually awesome.
No, you don't get it. Precisely because it's realistic. With the images jumping out of the screen at you, it makes for a nice escape from reality. I have to admit it made
Oh,
my
no
eyes sweat,
worries.
but it was really intense.
Most games, it doesn't
She
really
met with
affect me. It's
Nathan
just
when he
because this
made
game's
movies
really
in the
heavy on the
UK.
green,
When did it come
and
out?
sometimes it
I
blends
was still
in,
in
but I
college,
worked
so
around it,
probably
so it's
about
not a
10
big
years
deal.
ago.
Guess I'm out of luck then.
You know,
I
they're
just,
coming
I
out with
just gotta look
possible
for
versions
other
of video
signs.
cassette recorders. One day you'll be able to see old movies anytime you want. It'll be like having a movie theater in your own home.
Really?
It's like if you had a
Yeah, I don't
record
know
with
what they
movie film
changed because
etched
the
onto it instead of
PS2 version
music.
also had
It'll
that
work the
really
same way.
cool Ape Escape game that I really miss.
No, really. And someday they might make movies where you control the characters
I
yourself.
was hoping they at least
Sounds
put
like
it on
magic.
the
It'll
PlayStation
happen.
version.
Make sure you stay alive to see it, Snake.
Oh, that's a franchise I wish Sony would bring back. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching and helping. I'm going to take a break now, but I appreciate it, and thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye. Oh, I'll answer your question real quick. I'm in the US. Bye. Thanks again.